Welcome to the midweek market update at Wealthy Bucket. The midweek update is produced to gauge and analyze how the markets have performed and how to prepare for the last few days of the trading week. Wealthy Bucket does not provide investment advice. Before engaging the markets, please consult a financial professional to see if it is right for you. Trading and investing in stocks, options, currency, and futures carry risks that can result in a financial loss. So, if you didn't read the Bucket Weekly or you don't have access to it because you're not a premium member, that's fine. We talked about how the yen was going to break out this week, and it technically did that today or on Wednesday, because you're looking at Thursday here as the yen is climbing up out of this level here. However, you got a major move today in the yen. No, we didn't trade it. No, we didn't identify any trades for it. What we were looking for is yen to make a major move, which is going to drag equities in a direction. We couldn't tell you what that's going to do, or back here, we couldn't say that the yen is going to go break up or it's going to break down because, well, that's literally taking a guess. We can only say that if the yen continues to move higher, then we're going to see a pullback in equity markets. If the yen moves lower, then we're going to see a continued upswing, so to speak, in the equity markets. But we did anticipate a breakout. Look at the consolidation here. It's such a tight range with the yen. It can't remain there for very long. It's got to move, and it really broke out today on Wednesday for that moment in time. Okay, so now it's a matter of, will it continue to climb up? If it continues to climb up, this is intraday right now over in Asia. If it continues to climb upwards, then we are going to expect a pullback in the equity markets. If you look at the S&P 500 futures right now, it's still trading higher. Okay, so it's a little bit disjointed. The correlation is not exactly to the cent at this moment in time. So what we want to look for is, if yen continues to move, will this fade out? Are we going to get a pullback in the equity markets? You can see clearly that the S&P futures are still on a relative upswing, so to speak. If you zoom in on the Dow, we are sitting long in Dow futures right now. However, you're seeing a weaker bounce. You're getting a stronger bounce in the S&P. You're just getting a weaker bounce in the Dow futures currently. However, the Dow futures is still respecting our level. The NASDAQ is grinding ever so slowly back up. However, the move isn't as sharp. And you can see, look how slow this move has been. It hasn't gone anywhere. And it's not a coincidence that the yen hasn't moved either. Or the yen hasn't moved, and it's not a coincidence that the equity markets really haven't moved. The S&P 500 is doing okay. However, we expected better performance out of the Dow, and we also identified Russell as a performer, and the Russell is doing fairly well here so far. The trend is still relatively sharp. Now it's a matter of, if the yen continues to move higher, we're going to see a pullback. And you can see here on Tuesday and Monday of this week, the Russell futures traded right into our levels and rallied away. That's why we identify these levels, because it helps us time market entries, and it also gives us and our members an idea of what distance we're working with. How long can we hold the trades for before the market looks to roll over? That's the whole point of these levels. And you can see here that they're very quality as the market's been respecting it through and through. So all in all, going into the last couple days of the trading week, you do want to pay attention to the yen. It is creeping up. If we get a close above here, watch out. We could see a further pullback, and that's due to GDP data coming out of the United States. And we talked about that in our most recent Bucket Weekly market forecast. Crude has not moved. It's trading and it's consolidating in a channel at this point in time. Copper has retraced. We expected a bigger move in the last couple of weeks downward. However, it's pivoted back up. We fully expect it now to retest this, and let's find out if it's going to clear that. Because if you've been reading our bucket weeklies, if you're not a premium member, go check out our archives. And we're looking for this level here between 272 and 28405 as a major point where if copper doesn't hold, then we're going to see a further pullback in the economy, so to speak, because demand is low. So your takeaway right now is watch the end. It's finally broken out so far, and that's intraday out of its consolidation. S&P 500 is moving higher currently, and it's moving towards our major resistance levels. However, the Russell's already turned over and it's moving back up. The Dow, the most recent bounce isn't as strong. However, we're not getting the typical or the textbook lower low. We did get a lower high here. However, it's pivoting back up. So we're still in good shape. We're going to maintain that bullish position in the Dow futures and in the Russell futures. As always, if you have any questions regarding our service, send us an email at service@wealthybucket.com, and we'll be glad to answer any of your questions. And we hope you have been having a great week, and we thank you for stopping by the Wealthy Bucket.